Hey guys, what is going on? It's Jurassic Wars back at it again with another video, and today we are unboxing the SH.Monsterarts Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong 2021. The Monkey Man! So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. So, let's first take a look at the box. It shows Kong punching, roaring, so we already know he has fists. And he has a roaring face, which is always nice. Good range of articulation, it looks like. Yes, the box is slightly damaged. That's how it came to me. Orange with a speck of gray. Monkey. We'll get to him later. But let's look at the posing. So it seems right here he's got a neutral hand as well as an axe and an axe holding hand. This is it kind of over his head, swinging down. Got to use that for some purposes later. And him with some eyes that look soulless. More soulless eyes. Let's pop it open. And you know it, you love it. You know how we do it on the channel. Don't mind the debris on the table for a stop motion. You take that box, you flip it over your head. Spin the figure itself around. Plastic packaging over your head. Take the figure out the box. Slide it back. In here we have our monkey. Actually, I kind of want to bring this back a little bit. There we go. No, I'm sitting on it. Alright, so he's really brown and the soulless eyes stuck around. Lovely. I do like how there's like slight fur right here that leads into the skin. And these scars have slight indentations. Not a lot, but enough that you could feel if you run your hand over it, but they are mainly painted on. Again, a lot of brown, like I said, but there are some different shades of brown. Maybe there's like darker tones of brown right there. Again, the same shade of, like the same skin color for the eyebrows and the nose. Eyebrows. Doesn't really have them, does he? Just where they would be. All the beautiful, beautiful stuff. I'll do a 360 of the figure. Holy frijoles! Oh, Monkey Man. All right, without further ado, let's get into the articulation. So the head, 360, goes up that high, goes down that low. Arms, spread that wide, come that close. Full 360 rotation. Swivel at the beginning of the arm, the knee, elbow, and at the wrist, and at the arm itself. So this means that while it has that full 360, it can bend pretty well, actually, considering that that's where it starts and that's where it ends. I'm thoroughly happy with that. All right. The same goes with the other arm as well. Now for the body. It's on a series of ball joints, so it can go side this far, side this far. It's got that arch. In the bend, and it just happened right here. And you can see that this is just a plastic cover right here. This is all plastic cover. So the lower section has got caught, so you kind of got to push it right like that, and it can pop out like so and get caught above. You just got to lightly push it back. If you feel resistance, do not push it too hard, or you could break it. That being said, I think I had done the exact same thing. All right. Now for the legs. They're on a swivel right here. Full 360 rotation. Swivel, 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 swivel. And his toes move. His leg can go back that far. And you can lock his knees. And now, speaking of locking knees, people will say that they have a hard time standing him. I have found a way to do so. I'd like to come forward and explain the method. What you want to do for a generic standing pose. Oh, and we'll get to this short since it's already happened. The legs are on ball joints, so they can be slightly raised or lowered. So that could stop. That could be a problem. Yeah. You can't really see it, but it's there. Shoot, what was I going on about? Oh yeah, that's how you stand him. You lock his knees. It looks like that. And boom, he's standing perfectly still. All right. Now on to accessories. He's got a roaring head, complete with soulless eyes. It's about the same. What you do is decapitate a monkey. And you put the roaring head on. You actually kind of see inside of his mouth. Yeah. All right, that's the roaring head. We'll throw that off. Put the neutral head back on. The next one, you're going to take the fist off. They're on ball joints. They just come right off. And you put these axe hands, come on instead. Which means we now have to look at the axe itself. As you can see, there's some shading where his hand has been. But it's mainly darker. I like the detailing on the actual like wood bit, combined with the Godzilla scales and the blade itself, with a nice undertone of like a brown greenish, with a blue base and some white for a glow effect. All you got to do is simply press open the hands, and it snaps right in. Now, depending on how often you do this, so I have him usually do just use the right hand. So the left hand one is very stiff. So it takes me a second to get him in. But eventually, he does slide in, and boom, Kong is now holding it with two hands. Not that it's difficult to get it just right. The main pose, I can say for two-hand, is probably this, when he blocks Godzilla's atomic breath. But you kind of gotta do some working to get like some more posability. It's much better one-handed. Here, I'll show you what I mean. For the right-handed, you see much better. He's got a lot more freedom. He mainly fights with one hand anyways, so not a whole lot to worry about there. All right, you take these hands off, and we put on the all four hands. I say all four because these are the hands that allow him, or is seen with him on all fours when he's running in the Hollow Earth in the movie. So same thing, you pop the hands on, and to do this, put an arch in his back, raise the head. And the arms are already kind of down, so I would leave them down, but you pull the legs in, and then you got to set them up, because depending on your surface and the fact that Kong is so flexible, he can do a wide variety of posing. Exhibit A, he is now ready to run on all fours. And to reverse it, all you gotta do is just pop the legs back forward, pop back, bring the arms and head down, and switch out the hands to whatever you want. Now, this is something very important. The ball joints can get stuck, focus in, on the hand. So all you have to do, put it back in, and slowly pull out. Boom, boom, done, done. Now for the last one. And now, you can take this plastic over the head. And these are the kind of like the hands that we saw on the box. They are neutral hands. He looks like he's about to come up. And where's the camera? High five. High five to camera. This is like when he's like at the beginning of GVK, when he's just taking a walk, doing all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. He's just chilling. And that's what comes in the box. Now, there have been reports, I have to say, of the joints being brittle and breaking. And this happened to me. So this is my second Kong, and you see how well I got him to work. With a little bit of patience, a little bit of determination, you can get anything to work. So I had some stuff I wanted to play around with. This was before we had our growling head from the SDCC in the new Kong. Well, that new head comes with Shima, and we haven't gotten that yet. But I painted a growling head. Is it really, really bad considering what we have? Yes, but at the time, it got things done, and I kind of like it. Now for the next part, you're going to need your axe hand. So take it off the glowing axe, pop this regular hand off, replace the hand. Come on. All right. And now the new and improved, well, I guess not new, but my custom non-glowing axe. This is what we see him use to battle Mechagodzilla and in most of about 95% of GXK is non-glowing. So I painted my own non-glowing. It's just a custom. The paint always comes off really easily, so do what you want with it. But again, it's just the same range of articulation. It's just a different colored axe. But yeah, guys, that is going to wrap it up for the SH.Monsterarts Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to all that beautiful, beautiful jazz. I know you will, and I will see you on the next one. But as always, guys, be free, be humble, and be you.